Marquinhos, Doué. Gonzalo Ramos. Sorry by Ryan. Doué again, Vitinha. Emery only picked out Martinelli. Gyökeres caught on it, and this is dangerous now for Arsenal. Ramos. Gyökeres bit back, he knows what's coming next.
Yeah. The ball away needlessly. Not credit to him for chasing back and stopping what was a promising attack. You get to this stage of the game in extra time where you're thinking, how can you conserve energy? Can you be the difference maker, but can you conserve energy? Gyökeres put himself in trouble.
Well, just before 90 minutes, Vitinha was prepared to have a bash from here. This sort of range at the other end of the field. He repeats or varies, we are about to find out. Vitinha played it in, eased it out. That's the second to throw off Zubimendi. It's no longer a part of it actively, or as it were, passively including themselves. Dembele is itching down there, he's kicking every ball. Zaire Emery.
The other thing, that is the other emotion, the fear of making a mistake at this stage.
We wouldn't blame them if it was risk-free football from now on in. Keane. The shot. Throw away off target.
Yeah, you don't mind that. Any player, like a right back, coming in on his weaker foot, having a swing from 25, 30 yards, you'll take that all day long if you're Arsenal.
One goal in the Champions League this season when PSG had a sort of French derby against Monaco in the playoff round. Here's one touch as well. Eze. Gabriel. Working. Concern for Mendes. He's looking to rip away from Mendes. He runs on him.
No, he got
The referee has told him to get up.
It's not a penalty.
That may be worthy of further inspection.
Yeah.
It's not a penalty.
Felt like Madueke was ahead of Mendes.
Yes, it's not a penalty.
Vitinha. Hakimi. Doué. Zaire Emery. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Vitinha. And up by Zubimendi. Hakimi has it back. Zaire Emery. Doué. Anywhere would do for Gabriel.
The Arsenal bench down below, still with their arms in the air. The players, the bench, the referee waving no. It's a big call. Dangerous challenge by Mendes. Protests taken too far.
By Declan Rice in particular. It's not the only one. Mikel Arteta also shown yellow. And as politely as they can manage, Arsenal are asking perhaps just why it wasn't looked at again.
It's not a penalty. You can think it's not a penalty.
It's a 50-50 for me. Sometimes you see them given, sometimes not.
It's not a
Obviously,
penalty.
if you're Arsenal, you want it. But if it were in the other penalty area against one of your defenders, you wouldn't. And that's the way it is.
And it is the job of VAR not to intervene unless, folks, and we're all well attuned to these words, it is clear and obvious. Now, this is a problem for Arsenal. If Nketiah is injured, as we understand it, they can't replace it.
And you saw there Gabriel calling for a substitute without realising they've used them all. There's a long way still to go yet.
It's not a penalty.
I do think if you're a referee in this situation, you have to be absolutely certain to be given a penalty.
Yes.
And you suspect, Dondi, that had he given it, it wouldn't have been turned over either.
I doubt it, very much so.
Marquinhos. Going for PSG, that is Beraldo. Alternative right back or centre back. Yes. 2 minutes to add on at the end of the first period of extra time.
This is the safe football that we were talking about, isn't it?
He has to quicken it up. Looking against Martinelli.
Those are the moments if you can muster the energy to try and make something happen for your team.
By Saliba, protected by Eze, not for long. Zaire Emery, nicked back by Madueke. Wriggles for space, Saliba. Eze.
It's a chart, Mani Madueke, such as come on, can Arsenal get the ball to him on a regular basis? Looks like he could make something happen.
Capier goes long the upper edge and nudges it on, but Martinelli can't bring it with him. Half time, extra time, no addition, just one further talking point. The challenge on Viktor Gyökeres, which went unpunished. There are some very weary limbs, some pretty immobile footballers now. And some of the footballers correspondingly tired, but boy, is it tense and exciting. And it is still, with a quarter of an hour separating us from penalties. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Arsenal 1. So that is a problem gone for Vitinha and others in the PSG team, but as we were observing, it is a bigger problem for Arsenal because they've got nowhere to go in terms of the bench.
They've got no wriggle room, have they? So if you're out there in an Arsenal shirt, you have to finish no matter what. Paris Saint-Germain, if Vitinha can't continue, I mean, he is a key player. He makes everything happen in the middle of that pitch for that team. That would be a big blow for them.
And incidentally, in their 3 penalty shootouts this season, he has gone first twice, and second once. He would be a key penalty taker. There's a key penalty saver once upon a time, Edwin van der Sar, great goalkeeper for Juventus and Manchester United, in conversation with Rio Ferdinand, one of the finest goalkeepers of his defenders of his generation. Not a lot left in Vitinha's tank. Seeing Martinelli there, God, it was notable, wasn't it, at the end of that period that, in effect, he was playing left full back outside of Nketiah.
Yeah, very much so. You keep your eye on that from Arsenal. It certainly looks like he needs help.
As indicated. For PSG, basically Marquinhos comes Beraldo, and in place of a clearly disenchanted Vitinha comes Ilya Zabarnyi. So that is a pretty robust defensive reinforcement one way or another.
Beraldo is just going to step into that midfield area. At this moment, it looks like it may be the case.
Now it's only that centre back. There are no nails left to bite. Truthfully, most Arsenal nails were bitten to the quick by about the end of February. So a quarter of an hour for something to happen. Or the 2026 Champions League final will be decided from the penalty spot. As no Champions League final has been for 10 years since Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Here is Zabarnyi.
Extra times are usually very difficult because of the fatigue, and you usually see the kind of play that we're seeing. There was one shot first period of extra time. It was from Hakimi with his left weak foot, sailed over the bar. That was the only attempt the game. Can somebody find a moment of magic here?
Going long, that's a decent ball. So in the area of Thierry Emery. Zabarnyi. Beraldo. Towards Guacala. Raya came a long way. And to critical effect.
Well, it's a huge touch. It's an absolutely huge touch. It's a great leap, isn't it? Barcola, David Raya, once he flaps this ball away, he's praying it drops to an Arsenal player, and it does. Fortunately for him.
Zaire Emery. Doing. Saponi. Zaire Emery. Kimi's cross, deflected finally for Raya.
Well, that Barcola header, it was noticeable. It was up against Hincapie, who you would normally expect to really get off the ground and win that header. He couldn't. I wonder if PSG and Luis Enrique can play on that. He's still playing in the back line in Capio, which is really surprising. He can barely move.
Here he is now. His body language tells you he doesn't really want the ball. Raya on by Rice. By Beraldo. Sweet turn from Timber. Madueke has got himself a free kick.
He celebrates with the crowd. That's for more.
So Due, the offender. Rice ready to take. At the end of the ground, but looks a little like a suburb of North London. Right in front of the Arsenal masses. This would be a moment to create some scenes.
Don't create any scenes here. Let's finish this 15 minutes again.
And Rice slug it in and Safanov put a club on it. Hakimi now with the captain's armband for PSG. Savani.
Yes, he don't tire out.
That's the play.
Super ball from Mendes. Zaire Emery away from Hincapie all too easily, but there's Martinelli doubling up. And Hincapie just runs through it.
Well, I think you have to get him up the pitch. You literally do. You can't leave him back there.
Apart from anything else, from this is going to cost him his World Cup.
Yes, he go wrong.
Play on with that. Keeley. João Neves. Beraldo. Nacho. Mendes. Due. Beraldo. Mendes. Zapani. Hakimi. Zapani.
Arsenal will win. Penalty. I don't see her. I don't see her.
She threw João Neves. Flag is up for a corner.
Arsenal will win.
It's so tense in here, isn't it? It's tense in the stands, tense on the pitch, tense in the commentary booth.
Not off. The jeopardy here is immense.
Arsenal will win.
9 minutes for somebody somewhere to make themselves a hero.
I'm telling you, the good play. That's my right.
Today's delivery. Up for Martinelli. Zaboni.
That's wrong. You don't want to give there.
Neves. Patience is PSG's fortune here. Waiting for the moment to pounce. Zaboni. He's in towards Ramos.
They were patient, very, very patient. It was more a cross in hope than expectation in reality.
Ronaldo. Saliba got a cross in front of Gabriel. Chimenez. Up to Rice. A few offered Arsenal penalties now.
Yeah.
Are they taking them?
It feels that way, doesn't it? It really does. It feels like in an attacking sense, they haven't got too much more to give. Mikel Arteta urging his team up the pitch. Still time for his boys. They're having all of the ball, most of the territory.
Chimenez. Maybe Arsenal can create now. Eze. He's fresh enough. Playing into the stride of Madueke. Eleven times the European Cup final, the Champions League final has gone to a penalty shootout. 5 minutes from the 12th. Hakimi. Wakola. Hakimi. Ronaldo.
Go inside now. Not to go back.
Val Neves. He's played a lot.
That's not his boss now. Not shake them small.
They're so tired, but they're holding such a good shape, Arsenal, really trying to plug the gaps.
Shake them.
Again from Gabriel.
No,
Neves.
just they do.
Doué. Neves. Ronaldo. Mendes.
Shake them small. 15 minutes now.
Zaboni. Doué. Hakimi. Doué. Mendes.
not a lot of movement ahead of the ball, and that's why we're where we're at here. Paris Saint-Germain just total domination of the football, but tired forwards, lack of intense runs being made ahead of the ball.
Geraldo, Zabarnyi, João Neves is left Hincapié behind. It's João Neves. Joey had a swing at it and it bounced up kindly for Raya.
Feeling Hincapié's pain.
Oh, Madueke would have got clear there. It has to be a booking for Mendes.
It's another good one to take. This is poor Hincapié, look, he can't move. Ends up on the floor. Then he's praying, can his team deal with it and defend it? Yes, they do. Can't ever argue about seeing a yellow card for that.
Two and a half minutes to play. 2.5 minutes to 1 moment.
This game is sweet.
Right, loaded in.
Huh? No, as in the game balance.
There was no
The
connection.
game balance. The coach.
Was there a hurry?
And I
Paris Saint-Germain, not that much really.
he used
Get
defense.
the feeling they'd set up the penalties too.
Block. Don't go. Allow your TM to play. You see the defense, stay there. Let your DM finish work. What to the stop now? So, come on, handle. And this man, the
Didn't want him to take a penalty. Eze. Zubimendi. Now or never. Rice. Madueke. Last chance to drive at them. For Noni Madueke. Out as far as Gabriel. Collected by Victor Gyökeres. Oh! Deflection, Arsenal corner.
He's asking for handball. Not sure how many of the team are or how many of the crowd are. The referee saying wait.
He awaits further instruction.
I didn't spot anything there. As I said, I don't even think even Victor Gyökeres is appealing for that.
he could.
So the 2026 Champions League final comes down to an Arsenal set piece. Set pieces which have defined this Arsenal season. Just one more, they implore, just one more. In by Noni Madueke. Saliba's rising, Safanov away. It's come out to Declan Rice. It's got a flick from Zubimendi. It's bounced away and behind. It's a goal kick. It's penalties. There is no more. We go to the wire and beyond. Some can barely stand, let alone face the prospect.
Arsenal don't score. Tonight. Okay.
Striking from today, right back at the start of it all, they beat Tottenham in the UEFA Super Cup from the spot. Chevalier, the goalkeeping hero then. In Qatar over Christmas, they won the FIFA Intercontinental Cup against Flamengo of Brazil from the spot, and Safanov was the hero then. He saved 4 out of 5 in that shootout. And then in January in the Trophée des Champions against the Marseille, PSG won again. And that time Chevalier was between the sticks. But their recent record is very, very good.
What's really interesting is the substitutions. How many players that really would have definitely taken a penalty on the pitch. I think there were a few on both sides.
If you look down the ones who have taken them in those shootouts, Vitinha, as I mentioned, has been a regular Don. Dembele, obviously, has been involved. Those are the principal two. Doué is still with us. Mendes is still with us. So, yeah, it's sort of 50-50 in terms of the PSG regulars. Arsenal had one penalty shootout this season as well in the quarterfinals of the English League Cup against Crystal Palace at Christmas time, and actually 8 out of 8. So, Ødegaard not involved. Rice is. He was successful with his. Saka isn't. He was successful. Trossard isn't. Marino isn't. Calafiori isn't. Timber is. And Saliba, who scored the winning kick that night, is also involved.
Well, if you're of an Arsenal persuasion, you hope that that counts for nothing, don't you? Really.
And if they wanted to know them, they can. That night, Arsenal won the shootout because a Frenchman missed for Crystal Palace, Maxence Lacroix. Now he's saved by Kepa.
The keepers are huge. And again, either of them had too much to do in reality.
There was that one big dash off from Raya, wasn't there?
At the feet, dive to the feet.
Ah.
Yeah. Which one of them is going to be the hero? Question.
Well, neither Declan Rice nor Achraf Hakimi began the evening as captain of their team. They both ended in that manner. Rice having the details spelled out to him. He's not really interested. It's clear Hakimi won the top.
Start to try and say
ends, but I find that by the end of it all, it is simply painful.
Where's the score? I know the penalty no go dey that how they come play like 3-3 shot now. I know say tell you which kind of nonsense come with this one. People dey online now. People don't lie, whether you be Arsenal fan or you be Arsenal, people don't lie. They fool everywhere, they disturb online sef. Huh? But which one? People don't lie, not be only Nigeria. Now Nigeria you know. Watch out. And now come be another problem where I check on. So you call for my hand.
Conseguiu tirar do goleiro, mas tirou também do gol. Eze desperdiça a primeira cobrança. E agora o PSG tem uma cobrança importantíssima, porque pode abrir 3-1. Marcelo Beckler.
O cobrador fica olhando para o goleiro, esperando ele cair. Pode ser uma armadilha, porque se o goleiro não cai, você tem que decidir antes dele. E o Safonov não caiu.
parado e ele teve que tirar muito, não tinha muita força para tirar ali o Everetier e mandou muito para fora. Nuno Mendes, em todas essas disputas, sempre bateu, sempre converteu.
E fez o gol do título de Portugal na Nations League, cobrando o pênalti. Cobrou o último pênalti que deu o título para Portugal contra a Espanha, do Raya.
E sempre que eu estou falando dessas cobranças, estou falando dos 3 títulos conquistados aí nessa temporada. Nuno Mendes, perna esquerda no gol, Raya. Nuno Mendes, Raya!
So today, I tell you anything about you.
Mantém o Arsenal vivíssimo na disputa.
Coach is still stupid. Go put down. You know why? He don't play penalty like you. I don't see him like so many. He don't sabi penalty. He try. They try. I try. Shit! What is that? He don't sabi penalty. Because if you see defense where they overlap, yeah, if they had for him to use this call. No sabi penalty, man. No. Arsenal will win the thing. Bet you know, see, Arsenal will win the thing. I tell you, so if not penalty, Arsenal will win the penalty. Because one now, sir, people did too much. One now, sir, like 3 people now, we're supposed to play the penalty for PSG now. They don't come out there for first half, second half, sir. No, Arsenal don't score. Arsenal don't score. This game is sweet. It's sweet. It's sweet. You know why I invest for Arsenal now? This penalty will be missed. That guy always, if they take things on serious, it's a great case. Even Arsenal fans, what they complain, sir. But, you know, they see if you make mistake like they smile. Arsenal don't win them already, sir. I never said, but I know Arsenal will win them for this game.
I've seen a penalty on the line. Check it out. Yeah, he lose the penalty vraiment 3-3.
They don't play 3-3. Remaining 2-2. I beg you, make they go house as they not allow us finish now. What to do? Then, you know, billions of people wait there online today. Not be million. This one, this one you think that here everything they happen. Now here everything they happen now. You know they do like this again. Our body don't cool. I tell you, say Arsenal will win them. No joke for that one.
And we are in effect now at the point of sudden death. And the 5th penalty for Paris Saint-Germain to be taken by the substitute Beraldo. At the point on the day where you dare not fail. Beraldo does not fail. And he heaps the pressure now on Arsenal.
Well, I don't want to be too critical of the goalkeeper, but when we see the replay, watch how early David Raya moves. So early. He's on his way there, and that just leaves the whole goal. And to be fair, you've still got to be composed enough to find it, and Beraldo certainly was.
Arsenal cannot miss. This is match point. The big, broad Brazilian shoulders of their vast centre-half, Gabriel. A lion for Arsenal the season long. often
And the guy say,
impossible,
why do not allow this guy?
seemingly unbreakable.
That's how it is.
Has he the poise?
Of course.
Paris Saint-Germain
Back to back.
The champions of France remain the champions of Europe, and Arsenal are downcast. There has to be a fall guy, and how that hurts. It is brutal, it is cruel, it is personal. It cuts to the very heart of a player who has excelled for Arsenal. Till the last
Back to back.
kick of a monumental season. But whilst Gabriel is peeled up and controlled, the Parisians embark on a party. A party that says, still, the champions of the continent.
Yeah, well, congratulations to PSG, commiserations to Arsenal. It's the cruelest of cruel ways to lose, but they've done something that history tells you is so difficult to do, defending your European crown, and they now join a very, very exclusive club. And I have no doubt they'll be back next year to try and do it again, but it's painful, the other side of it, and there will be tears, and lots of them.
Oh, that's nasty. As nasty as it is exhilarating. Terrible moments for an excellent professional footballer. Gabriel went high. Paris Saint-Germain went higher. And the same hands will be.
See where he go. See what he blew. He blew the thing like say the
The big, beautiful trophy again.
beautiful trophy.
And who was first to console him? What a beautiful moment. First to console him, the player alongside whom he will represent Brazil in front of the whole world next month. And that is when sport is at its very best.
Absolutely.
Humanity.
Yeah, compassion, humanity, and understanding of the suffering that Gabriel will be feeling at that point. And it won't go away for a while. It'll stay in the
That's why they play.
but hopefully it will inspire, because that's the only option. It has to be an inspiration. But PSG, if you take the game as an absolute total and a whole, you have to say probably the best team has won the UEFA Champions League again.
Not say okay, he knows that big play penalty. You understand? Because na defense he also play. You understand? Then another stupid game where they play here and waiting at why Arteta go allow Gabriel to go play penalty. He find another person, look people where you allow Gabriel go play penalty. You have almost 11 players there. Madeke is there. Victor Ecos is there. You understand? You didn't allow them to play. You point this guy, let go play. Knowing that this guy na defender MB. Because defender they don't sabi penalty. Like to shoot anyhow. Any defender will say he score penalty, he dey learn am on his own. You understand? He dey learn am on his own. Yes, PSG. Yes, PSG. Let's go back to back. Let's go back to back. Now, if I dey eat, now it's gonna enter my body. Now, if I dey drink, now it's gonna enter my body. Back to back. Guys, that one, football is sweet too, but it depends. Win, they struggle winner. But anyway, they try. The boys try. The boys try. The boys try.